What worked for my organization this Giving Tuesday? We had a great Giving Tuesday, and I'm going to tell you 7 things that worked well. The first, and this is one I absolutely recommend to everyone, is to secure a challenge match. Ours was 20 this year, which was the highest amount we'd ever tried to reach, and we were able to reach. I highly recommend a challenge match. It answers the question of urgency. Why today? And no, it being Giving Tuesday does not answer that question for your donors, because that is something that's happening for every nonprofit. Why should they give to your nonprofit on Giving Tuesday? A challenge match. So, second is handwritten postcards. We had some nice, very colorful postcards produced, and then on the back, we would hand address them as well as write on the back to them using alternate colors of ink to highlight things. Got this idea from Postcards to Swing States. It worked really well. It got people talking to us in advance of Giving Tuesday about what they wanted to do, and even if they wanted to pledge but not make the payment on that day. And we were able to accommodate everyone. And it was also just a great touch point, really cut through the noise, especially if folks were not reading their email as much. The handwritten postcards really got seen. Involving major donors. Folks really seem to think that major donors are not part of these big giving days, that it's all more modest gifts adding up over the course of that day. Not always true, and that's a good thing. It's a good thing to involve major donors, because not only is that a bigger rock in the bucket, so to speak, of what you're trying to reach for your challenge match, it also gives you a push point, a little point of urgency with major donors you might be in contact with to get those proposals and get that first payment made. So it's a win on the major donor side, and it's a win for the PR side for reaching your goals on Giving Tuesday. Highly recommend. Next, we have calling and emailing individuals day of. Myself and our annual giving manager were on the phone and emailing folks throughout the day, focusing on people who had given $500 or more in previous years. So we knew that they had the capacity to help move the needle for us. So we were doing personalized outreach. This is all in addition to our standard emails that were going out on blast for Giving Tuesday, day of. Reminding is a kindness, and folks really appreciated that, letting them know that it is in fact Giving Tuesday. I went live on Facebook for the first time since 2020, and it was pretty fun. On Facebook, it felt different to me. At any given point in time, we only had maybe half a dozen people watching the live and only a few commenting, but I think it was still a good way to make sure that we kept the hype going. I went live from 6 to 6:30 p.m. Eastern, but a lot of our prospects are in California, so it was only 3 to 3:30 there. So I'm hoping that gave us a little boost as we were moving into the evening time and helped us propel forward. We actually had to extend our match because we were about $700, $800 short of the $20,000, which was still a record-breaking amount for the school I work for. We had never done anything that high that Giving Tuesday, but we were still just a smidge short on our match. So at the very last minute, we made the decision to extend the match and give folks another 24 to 48 hours to contribute. I credit our annual giving director who came up with specific language around it, and our president who suggested that we extend it and go ahead and put us over the top. During that day, we actually had a board member come forward and say that they would do anything that we didn't get in that period. We raised exactly $40,000 with the match. That was good. You can do that. There aren't any rules about this. You can do it as long as your donors, your board members are okay with it, and you're being transparent with everyone. Do what you need to raise the funds for your institution. Everyone wants you to succeed. And we put together a stewardship infographic. And the last piece that we did is we did a stewardship infographic to say thank you to everybody on Giving Tuesday. It just said how much we raised, what designations that went to, and how many donors participated, whether they gave online or through the mail or through some other means. And then it had some pictures and a little bit of mission impact stuff at the bottom. I'm hoping to offer this infographic as a template. So if you're interested, let me know in the comments. I love what we came up with. I've used it twice, and folks have always really enjoyed this infographic we put out post Giving Tuesday success. These are the 7 things. It's a really great formula. We also had social media posts going out. We also had mass emails going out. We did a little teaser prep for Giving Tuesday, letting folks know about the match via email and digital. So we had our skeleton of a plan, and then these things were cascaded over the top of that to make sure that we showed success. Record-breaking year. Don't know how we'll top it next year. Hopefully we will. Maybe we'll go for 25 on our challenge match, which would give us 50. But yeah, I think this was a good formula. It was certainly a worthwhile effort for us. We had a slow early fall, and we're hoping that this is the very positive kickstart to our calendar year-end campaign. Let me know how you did on Giving Tuesday, whether you're interested in this infographic as a Canva template. I would be able to offer that maybe a little bit later this month, and that would kick off my new store on my website, realdeal.com, because I'm moving away from my Etsy store. I'm going to move all my products over the holiday break to my website. I hope you had a wonderful Giving Tuesday, and thanks for being here.